Welcome back to a nice, long, heaping, helping of Lemmings. I'm Brickroad, and we're just going to go into the tricky difficulty setting here. This should be a dawdle. 10 of everything, and it looks like we just need to build over... Yeah, this is not going to be much of an issue at all. Just build over this hole, and we're good to go. As you can see, I've turned on the mouse cursor. Woo! I've also... learned how the replay function works, so we're not going to run into stupid problems again. How many do I need to save? 50? So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get a blocker going. We'll blow him up later. Build across the gap. I mean, I guess that's what I get for getting overly excited about this new Lemmings level editor thing that I've discovered. Oh man, I should put some Lemmings on YouTube, and I didn't learn how the software worked properly and had some issues, which have been solved now. You should be able to see my mouse cursor just fine, and we should no longer have replay issues when I go back to rewind in the middle of a level. Okay, so let's go ahead and blow him up. And I was watching on YouTube some other custom level packs that people have made for neolemmix, just to kind of see what kind of scope the level editor has. Obviously, it has the basic Lemmings functionality with the base game jobs and some slight tweaks and the quality of life stuff like the drop height bar and whatnot. Fast forward, like so. But there's actually also a lot of other custom jobs that they've added in. They've added in functionality for using tile sets. And they have a bunch of level packs from other versions of Lemmings, because the main game of Lemmings, with the 120 levels that we're playing here today, well, that was the main publisher, Psygnosis, put that out for all the computer platforms. Originally the Amiga, but then DOS and Mac, and eventually Windows, and pretty much every computer that was available back in the early 90s. But other publishers eventually did their own versions of Lemmings for various console ports and things, and a lot of those publishers put in little custom levels. So each version, you could usually expect to get just a small handful of just custom levels. And I found all of these packs of custom levels. So there's one for like the Sunsoft levels from the SNES version. There was some Sega Genesis packs. I found some like Apple levels, and I don't even know what else. I have no idea what I've downloaded. But when I factor in that, plus Oh No More Lemmings, plus all of the holiday Lemmings that I've got, I probably have 500 levels to go through. So time will tell whether I am enough of a crazy man to subject my YouTube to 500 plus Lemmings level. And that's not even getting into the custom level packs that the Lemmings community has been churning out over the years. I checked, and there are, as of May of 2019, still people making custom Lemmings packs on their internet Lemmings forums. And they're very small communities, but they're very passionate about Lemmings and making levels. And I guess the idea is the main workflow seems to be like somebody will make a level pack with, I don't know how many levels, I actually haven't checked. I imagine if you like have custom difficulty levels, you want at least 10 levels in each of those, so probably 30, 40 levels total maybe in a level pack. I have no idea. I don't even think there's a limit. You can release a level pack with 900 levels if you really, really wanted to, I suppose. But I guess the idea is like they'll put out the level pack and then the people will start to solve the levels rather than like put out, like what I would do is I would put out a level pack and then I wouldn't be able to keep myself from putting out a video of me solving all the levels and showing them off. Which is what I do with my Mario Maker videos. What I do when I make Mario Maker levels. I can't help myself. I gotta put the level out there and show it off. I do stop at turning on the microphone for Mario Maker because nobody wants to hear me talk about my Mario Maker levels as I'm playing my own levels. Like, there's only room for so much narcissism in one YouTube channel, but I haven't even scratched the surface of these custom Lemmings level. I consider myself to be a kind of veteran Lemmings player. Like, I'm not going to have any problem getting through the OG levels here. I guess we're just going to go... We can't build from here, because we'll build off-screen. I think the idea is I want to build... Actually... We're going to need 2 heroes here. I could do it with 1 hero. Yeah, we can do it with 1 hero. Stop you. Alright. So he's going to go down. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to build, but we're not going to build all the way to the top here. Is that good enough? Is he good? He's good. Okay, I'm gonna make him a climber. So he climbs up this wall. And how far over do I want to mine? Not really sure where we want to start mining from. Start right here. And once he goes down a little bit, just enough to have a gap there, we'll make him a builder. And he'll turn around, and everything's becoming great. And now, that's probably not quite far enough. Let's rewind that a little bit and mine slightly later. That's a basher, Brickroad. What are you doing? Don't make him a basher. It's no good. Oh, you know what though? He's gonna build over. He's gonna bash over the exit if we do that. Not bash, mine over the exit. Will he turn around? Yeah, okay. So, now we can mine... Went too far once again. If he turns around here, we'll be fine. Yeah, okay. So we want him to mine... right there. Perfect. So he's going to get going. These guys here, I guess we'll just up the release rate. Let our miner do his thing. And I think, yeah, they'll walk right up this little ramp here, and they'll go right into the exit. There is a slight inconsistency I've noticed in the interface. You have to hold the D button for stuff like this, but you don't have to hold the C button to get this. This is why, like, I keep thinking I've got to hold the C button to see the clear level layout, but you don't. You just push the C button and you're fine. Alright, now I want to find somebody facing right and get him going. And we should be good as gold. What is happening here? This is... Oh, I mined the pixel that my blocker was sitting under. That's not good. Here, let's mine from back here then. Let's find somebody way back here. He's still going to mine under the blocker, though. Oh, this is not good at all. Alright, here's what we're going to do then. We're going to dig for a bit. And once everybody's in the digger hole here... Where's my digger at? Oh, I can't just pick out the digger, can I? This could get ugly. I want to take a builder. Now that I can see my digger. There. Okay, we're good. We also want to save this guy as he comes back. We just need to turn him around once. But it's no problem. We can just build from here. He'll bump his head and turn around. And blow up these nerds. And we should be good. That's it. That's all we need to do. So just in case you were worried, oh, he's getting through a whole difficulty level. He's getting through all of 30 levels in one video. As you can see, the levels are going to get, I mean, literally a little more tricky because this is tricky difficulty. Here's Mr. Schnoz back here, bringing up the rear. I'm not going to blow him up, don't worry. But that little trick, I mean, you saw two little advanced tricks that aren't required for this level, but I used anyway. The one where I used a miner, turned him into a builder to get a little turnaround. Getting a lone lemming to turn around and learning all the different ways you can do that. Very, very important in this game. And also, if you destroy the pixel that a blocker is standing on, he's no longer a blocker. He turns into a faller. And he falls down into whatever pit you just dug out for him. Here's one I prepared earlier. I think we'll walk over this big mountain. I'm not sure if we'll walk back, though. We'll see if we bounce off of anything. If we bounce off of anything, we'll rewind a little bit. But we are going to have to send a hero over to get some work done. And he's going to have to bash through this wall. Oh, is he going to die if I turn him around, though? Are they going to walk all the way back over? No, okay, they get stuck. I guess I could send a second guy over to bash through, and he'll have no difficulty turning himself around. So I just need one man to be the builder for now. Oh, they just walk up that. That's fine. Just want to build from way down here. Just before he lands in the drink. This is one of those levels you kind of need the pixel precision. If you build from up here, your drop height is way too high. You'd be like way up here. Otherwise, if you miss the pixel you need to build from, you will just fall in the drink, and that's kind of hilarious. But then you're going to start the whole level over if you don't have a rewind button. But I will not have to worry about this. Yeah, once we get his last bridge going, we'll get a second man to go over and do some climbing. So we can bash through the other side. In fact, we might just do that right now. Somebody going right. It's a good fall. We can check that like this. That looks like it's going to be a good fall. We're fine. And here comes my boy. Okay, so what I want him to do is build into this so he turns around. Are you all the way up? You are good to go. You're fine. And then you just bash through, and I guess we can just up the release rate. All's good. Okay, so he's going to bash through this wall. Now, he will go all the way up over here and fall off if we let him, so we're just not going to let him. What we're going to do instead is get somebody going left here to start bashing through this wall. So the climber will turn around in this little hole here, and then we'll just turn him into a builder. So this little crevice will save our lone climber, who may or may not be Mr. Schnoz. Looks like it is. There he is. Get him turned around. On the Amiga version of the game, the Amiga had, it was like one of the rare computers at the time where you can plug in 2 mice. And one of the games that used the 2-mouse setup was Lemmings. You had one player on one side, one player on the other side. And I think neolemmix, the program that I'm using here, has support for those 2-player levels. But that's where Mr. Schnoz's color scheme comes from. The green shirt with the blue hair is the second player on that side of the screen would be controlling different colored lemmings. And you can only give orders to your own lemmings. So if you're a player 2, you could only give orders to the green lemmings with blue hair. neolemmix and other Lemmings programs I've seen kind of just make that the athlete color. Careless clicking costs lives. So, we're going to... Okay. I see. I guess we're just going to have one man build our way over there. Where are we going to trap everybody else? I don't think they'll get trapped naturally. I guess we'll find out for sure. So what we can do is we can bash through this. I guess we gotta bash through all of these. We're gonna get stuck down here. Okay, so yeah, we'll just let everybody get stuck down here. I want you to build way back here. And once somebody makes it over, you made it over, so now you're gonna be my basher. My basher bro, and then you are just gonna dig. That's fine. Yeah, this'll work. Well, a couple more guys made it over. Is that... They'll walk back, though. They didn't walk back. Well, okay. How many builders do we have? 19? That should be enough to save all my dudes. That should be enough to save all the hombres. So I can have you build. I can have... I don't want to lose this guy. I think we got plenty of builders. We can just... How am I going to save him, though? I guess we'll just bash and see where he goes. Looks like he's just going to keep going back and forth here. We might have to get him building as well. Or I can just let him die. I don't know how many I've got to save. I got to save 20. You know what? You're just going to drown, my friend. I'm sorry. It is not worth the effort to save your life. Lemming stew is not that delicious. I didn't mean for you to drown, though, so... And then eventually we'll just have one of these guys bash their way out. I think they'll walk up this slope. I think. Let's find out. Yeah, they go right up that. So, all we gotta do is bash out. We'll get somebody going to the right here. Through this wall. And we are Dunskies. Yeah, we're out of there. 99 lemmings saved. So everybody's gonna go up this steep wall here. There's one level in the game where there's this like impossibly tall, steep piece of terrain, and you're like, there's no way my lemmings are gonna go up and over that. And then they do. The lemmings go up and over that. Lemmingology. You got it. So, we can't just bash through here. These levels, the like hell-themed levels, these little bricks that you can use, these are just about the height of one basher tunnel. So if we try to bash through here, we will die. Instead, we're going to send somebody to climb through here. And just build, I guess. What's my drop height look like? From here is unsafe, but from here... like halfway through here is safe. Okay. And we got Pockbell's cannon going here. Okay, so we need to build over this pit. Got 20 builders to make this happen. Should not be any problem. Is that good? One builder gets me home? Yes, sir. Oh, you know, I don't think I like that, actually. I want the pixel to line up there. The problem is if he hits the wall before he places his last brick, before you see him shrug... Oh, I've only got 5 lemmings here. I can just make all of them to climb out when we're done. I can make all of them floaters, too. I don't have to do anything tricky over here. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. And if they're all climbers, I don't have to make them build out of here, either. Okay, fair enough. I thought I'd have way more than 5 lemmings. I think there's a later version of this level where you do have way more. Okay, now we only want right-facing dudes here. Because a left-facing dude would climb out the wrong way. What I was going to do is build like halfway up this wall, bash all the way over here, and then dig down through this piece of terrain. Because they could survive a fall from about halfway through that terrain, and that'd have been fine. Or you can just give umbrellas to everybody. Everybody can walk around with an umbrella. Excellent. I only needed 4. I could have blown one up. Been there, seen it, done it. Okay, what are we doing here? We are going through these walls, pretty much. So it looks like we're going to have a double blocker situation. Where you're going to die. And you're going to build. Oh, but wait a minute. He's going to blow up part of that. No, he's not. He's fine. You know, I'm going to test this before. Okay, we're good. So that'll work just fine. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, good. I can go forward in time, too. Just in case I mess this up repeatedly. Which I probably will. I was trying to up the release rate, but I hit the wrong button and went back in time too far. So pretty much a version of what I was planning to do in the previous level, we're going to do in this one instead. When we get to this last pillar. If at any point this man turns around, that's bad news for us. So we're going to hopefully have that not happen. So yeah, if he turns around, he just walks all the way back to the blocker. We'll just have to rewind him so that doesn't happen. Okay, so if we fall there from here, it's unsafe. So we're going to have to make like a terrace going down through this last pillar. Using my man as a digger and a basher. We can be as high as way up here when all is said and done. So we'll let him dig most of the way down, actually. You gotta be careful, because if you do place a digger and he digs these last few pixels of pillar over here, everybody falls down and then bounces off and goes in the water. You don't want that either. I guess they wouldn't once the tunnel is done. Once the tunnel is completely done, they'll be fine. So we'll go to about there. Turn him into a basher for a little bit. A digger once again. And as he's a basher coming out of here, we've got to make him a builder on the last pixel before he bashes to his death. Right there. And we're good. And that should be just fine. And we already tested and the homeboys can get up that. That's beautiful. Everybody should be perfectly fine. 73 lemmings, all in a line. Beautifully, beautifully done. So this kind of terrace situation we're going to see a couple of times throughout the game, where you have to dig down through a long vertical piece of terrain, but you've got to make sure that anybody coming up behind doesn't die from the drop height. That's where this tool comes in very, very handy. Lemming Sanctuary in sight. I have blockers and builders. Okay. And I have 50 builders. I have way more than I need. So I want you about there to be a blocker. Pretty sure there's a version of this level later where you get very few builders, and it's much, much trickier. Let's go ahead and get all the homeboys out. So we're going to have to make sure we bounce off this far wall here. We kind of hit a stretch of levels that a lot of it's just build, 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 build. You should turn around. Oh, you know, I don't like that, actually. That's better. Come about halfway down that. You see these little holes at the edges of these platforms? Yeah, lemmings will fall down these. We're going to have to build over those as well. We're going to do some real funky stuff with builders before all this is said and done. So are we going to get up here? That's just barely probably good enough. Okay, so same trick once again on this side. Make sure we seal that gap at the end. So I already used 5 builders, and I think there's a version of this level where we have 12 later. I actually don't like that either. I want to take a step first. I want to make sure that I get up there with just 1 builder. Ah! What am I doing? Maybe I can't if I go all the way back here. That should actually do it. Right there. And then once we're done, we can build up and over this blocker to get out of here. So a lot of the same thing over and over and over. I want to kind of get the level centered here. I've been scrolling back and forth too much, and there's really no need for it. These guys would all be cooked by now, by the way. Okay, so lemmings come up here, and they get trapped on here, so we actually are safe to come out now. So let's come up and over this guy. Everybody should fall over the blocker now. And there we go. And unfortunately, we're going to have to nuke him at the end because we don't have any exploiters to exploit. From here, I'm actually going to go from the very edge, I think, just because we actually don't need to make a seal with 12 full blocks. We're not going to be able to build from this bridge anyway. So we might as well just do it the quickest way possible. And right there should do it. And here comes the horde. You almost feel bad for a blocker in this situation. Like, we can't blow him up. He just has to stand there for the next, what is it, 4.5 minutes? Just, hey, my friend's coming back? What's this short straw that I drew? Oh, look what I've done. Look what I've done, I missed him. Yeah, poor guy. And that's it, that's a solved level. And we used 14? Yeah, 14 builders to do that. And we probably could have done it with 12. There were probably a couple ways to have... places we could have saved builders. Like this, you can see we could have done this in 2 if we did it from the right position. Bye. Excellent. Okay. They just keep on coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Where are we going? We're going down there. We got steel to go through. We're going to be going to the right. Everybody's going to get trapped in here. So which direction do I want to go? Here. If I climb a guy out of here, I could build out afterwards. I can have a climber come up through here. Drop height's fine from here. We can dig, bash into the steel to turn around, and then build and build and build, and we're done. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's the plan. My man here is going to be a climber, and then when we're all done, we'll build up out of this hole to the right. There's like no traps or anything I'm missing, are there? No, doesn't look like it. Looks like we're in good shape. Okay. We just want to make sure we don't dig too far down. As long as we aim from the top of that steel, we should be in good shape. So we'll just let him do his thing for a minute. In fact, we're probably going to have to build up and then to the left to this wall and then up from there in order to really make this work. But the bash will turn him around. When he tries to punch this steel, he'll just hurt his knuckles and turn around. And that's all we need him to do. Just about there. Should do the trick. Ow! And then this way. Get the builder ready again, right at the edge. Excellent. So the moss that's hanging on these steel plates, as you can see in the clear mode, you could actually destroy this if you had a way to do it. The only real feasible way to do it, though, is with exploders, because like a digger won't be able to get through here. It's too narrow of a passage. But exploders can get through that kind of thing. Like if I set an exploder right here, he wouldn't destroy the steel, but he would destroy all of this moss hanging off of the steel. And yeah, we're going to have to get somebody going to the left up to this wall here when all is said and done. Who's going left today? Is he going all the way to the wall? It's hard to tell. I just need to make a seal so they bounce off. Not quite. That'll do it. And then going this direction. And we're almost out of here. I think we got everybody. We didn't have to lose anybody in this level because no blocker was required. And we are golden. Everybody's just walked through the exit. As long as this drop height, as long as I measured that properly, no problem. You can see my basher actually got 1 pixel of this dirt here above the steel when he tried to punch, because the arc of his punch was just a little bit higher than the steel is. And he didn't take any of the steel out, but he did get 1 pixel of the dirt right there. Mr. Schnoz, bringing up the rear, as always. And yeah, we should get everybody this level. That should have been a hundo. Sometimes when I play Lemmings, I get very fastidious about trying to go for the hundo on levels where it's possible. And it's possible on most levels. There's a lot of them about. Alright, we got a double level here. So these guys are going to immediately walk into the lava and die. That's no good. These guys are not. So the first thing I'm going to do is set a blocker right here. And then we're going to set a blocker over here. And I guess we get the climber going now. And then I just got to kind of build with both of them as we go. Should not be any problem. And then at the end, we'll just bash the horde out so I can go ahead and up the release rate. Something's wrong over here. I'm willing to admit that maybe something happened here, and this climber didn't go through the way he was supposed to. So we're going to try this again. Looks like a climber will get up on this side, but not the other side. Okay, so we're going to start with this side then. Set down the blocker. Make you a climber. Okay, now over here. This is going to be a little more complicated on this side. Will they walk through him? No, we're fine. Okay, so we're going to have to bash through this then. Yeah, and then block on the other side. How are we doing? He's good to go. So we can get him started on building. Right there. That's all the bashing you wanted to do today, huh? And we're going to have to block in this tunnel. You there. And just get the builders going. Same thing, you build from about here. Should be good. We want to make sure they fall onto these platforms. Well, that didn't work. I was paying attention to the man on the right. Lost track of the man on the left. You can kind of control where their platform ends by turning them into a digger, if you have diggers available, and they'll dig through whatever stair they're on. We also don't want them to dig over the actual hole at the end, so... In fact... That's what we're going to do right here. I think I measured that pixel properly, so now... we can get you going and bash through that wall. It should be fine. I measured this pixel properly, it looks like. Can blow you up. Time to make you a digger yet? Not quite. Actually, we don't need to. He ran out of bricks at just the right time. Which one of these two is Mr. Schnoz, do you expect? Ooh, looks like it's going to be a race. We got the Schnoz twins happening here. It's going to be this one on the left, though. That one on the left by a lemming hair. Lemmings in the attic. Alright, we got lots and lots of jobs. So we could just build over this hole here and then build all the way up. Or we can do this I think Taxing has a version of this level. We're going to have to do something like this. We don't even have to time it, because the way exploders work in neolemmix. Right there. Pow! Excellent. And now we just get another climber going, and he can bash us to the exit. Actually, how are we going to get everybody else up there, though? We could mine... Oh, we can't mine down from the exit. That's not going to work. Okay, you know what? I don't like this solution. We're gonna take a zoo over here. Let's see. Because, yeah, that will work. Send a climber up and blow him up so the next climber has a foothold to bash through the wall. But I've still got to get everybody else up. It's going to just take a lot of builders, I think. Because I was thinking I could mine down from here, but of course you can't because there's this big archway in the way. Alright, so since we're doing it this way, let's just see if we can get the hundo. I mean, we might as well. And this should seal up before anybody else approaches. Nice. Okay. We gotta get up to at least here. And the angle on the builders, maybe here-ish? I'm gonna fast forward this. Just in case I miss it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna start splatting here in a minute, aren't we? Yeah, we sure are. So, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna dig that. And we're gonna get back to work. If anything, I overshot this a little bit. I sure did. So once he gets to the top here, we're going to have to start the bashing. Yeah. Should not be a problem, though. Excellent. Perfect. Actually... that kind of... I was kind of aiming for a little lower, but no problem. I wonder why they put, like, this measurement from the for drop height, but you don't have like an angle measurement thing for stairs like this. For long, long flights of stairs. I mean, I could send one climber up to blow the wall, and then another climber up to bash through this wall, set a blocker, and then a third climber could probably mine from, I would say, maybe here-ish down to here, and then you can seal up the gap with maybe 2 builders instead of however many we used for a version of this level with way fewer builders. But we got them all. Bitter Lemming. Ooh, is this... We're not going to die from the drop height here, are we? I think we are, actually. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? I'm not actually sure where it measures from. Okay, so... We are going to die from the drop height. We sure are. Okay. So I need you to immediately start to... No, I need you to be a climber. What am I going to be doing this level? He's going to climb up. My second guy, I'm going to have him float, but not be a climber, so we can start building to save the rest of them, so I don't have to actually assign 50 floaters. He's going to climb. We'll have him dig down from here. So we got to seal this up here, too. And then everybody bash out, I think. So we're going to want to seal this. So he's going to climb up. How are we going to turn him around? Maybe we dig down, we turn him into a builder. That'll turn him around. And then we just dig facing left. And then we can build here to seal this, build here to seal this. And when he comes back, build the other way. That's what we're going to do. That's the master plan. We just, before this bridge is done, we need to make sure we catch everybody. Is that good enough? Or should we go, I think we should go one more. How are we doing? Yeah, if we go one more, we should be good. That should do that. We'll see if this guy, he's fine. Okay, so, now we'll get the hero going. We can now up the release rate. And we do need to make sure we seal this, though. Shouldn't be an issue. Should not be an issue. We're just going to turn him into a builder here. That turns him around. Get him digging, going the other direction. So he's still digging down, but he's facing left. So when he drops out of this tunnel, he will walk to the left here, which is what we want. And the question is, where do we want him to actually build from? That should be good right there. And he shouldn't actually stop here. No, he's got plenty of space. Excellent. And we want you to build from here. That'll seal against that wall. I don't think he'll stop prematurely. I think he'll place all his bricks. They'll have to climb up here, but... Yeah, he's going to have to... Oh, okay. Nope, he's fine. Yeah, if he had placed his 12th brick, he would have shrugged, and then he would have had to climb all the way up in order to turn around. And that's sealed, so we'll get somebody facing to the right here. Come on out. Good as gold. So there are a few mean levels like this where the drop height coming out of the door kills you. I wonder where it measures from. Must measure from right about there. Probably looks about right. Ah. My climbers just, or my floaters just all mixed in there. I've got a nice cosmopolitan group of lemmings coming through here. Some in green and some in blue, and some have stars upon theirs. Lemming drops. They sure do, buddy. You ain't kidding. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a block. Ugh. Okay, where are we going? We're going here. I mean, it's not a big level. Just kind of blech. I got a pretty high release rate. I don't think we'll finish this in time. What can I do here? Let's see how far along he gets. Oh, we might. He might finish. Oh, he's not going to finish. We'll have him build as well. So that gets the men turned around. And I think I want a climber to go up here. He's going to have to float down. So many builders, because we're going to build out over this. We have no other way to get through this gap except to go up and over it. But first, we're going to send a climber up. He's going to need to build up to here and then up to here. And then maybe from here up to here and then across this gap. In the meantime, everybody should get trapped over here, though, and it should be fine. Do we get everybody? Nope, not quite. That's fine, though. Do we want 2 climbers working? Nah, not necessary. We'll just go ahead and stall him. It'll be fine. Hey, man, here's an umbrella, because you're going to need that. Excuse you. Oh, was this builder finished up? Okay. You stall, and then we'll be good. Okay. And you need an umbrella, and then we need to just get you building, son. $7 million builders in this level. This level doesn't have the color gradient in the stairs, though. That's kind of strange. Oh, no! Oh, I didn't want this to happen. Okay, so what we're going to have to actually do then is build from a little further on. Like that. Is that still going to seal, though? It may. I guess we'll find out. Oh, God. I was too busy with my release rate. I didn't see what I was doing. But yeah, I want to make sure he actually touches the wall with his nose and doesn't finish building. Otherwise, he'll just climb up and over the wall again. That looks like it'll work right from here. Get this zigzag going. And then building out of here is going to be a nightmare, because if I build the wrong spot, they'll all just walk up and out and over into the drink. Oh, is this going to be good enough? I guess we'll find out. I'm not totally sure. Let's see if he climbs this or walks up over it. If he walks up over it, they'll all walk up over it. Yeah, he's fine. Okay, so now he's got to build over this little gap here. Which means... I think we want somebody going right. So we want to go to the right wall, then the left, and then from the left to this platform here. So I think that's what we want to start with here. And I think if I mistime this or misjudge the distances here, I'll just let them all drown, because that's just funny for me. So this is not a good situation right here. You see the issue, yes? Did I get the right spot there? Ooh, I didn't. Yeah. It's bound to happen. Bound to happen. Okay, what's my plan here then? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Good. Okay, so we're gonna get trapped there. That's fine. And we're gonna force him to seal this gap up. Like that. We should be sealed now. Let's see if that's sealed. If that's appropriately sealed, we're good. Now we can just build going left. Get that sealed again. Where do I want him to build from to get up over the wall, though, is another question. I have this all messed up. This is a this is a terrible situation that I have here. We're not going to get anywhere near over this wall. Oh, I see what I needed to do now. I can still do it, though. Can't I? Yeah, I can. It's going to be messy, but... Okay, here's what we need to do. Get you digging. We got to get you guys building out of here. He's going to climb up and bump his head, which is what we want. Perfect. And then this needs to happen. And he should climb up and hit his head and turn around. He does. So we can safely just dig that. And then we just build up right here, and we should be good. Once we seal this back up. Listen, this got real clumsy. I'm not gonna lie. But sometimes, when these levels just give you 1,000 jobs to work with, he's never gonna make it out, is he? Alright. Had to be done. Yeah, sometimes with 1,000 jobs to work with, it's better to just push through this silly nonsense. Menacing. So this is based on an Amiga game called Menace. And it's just, we're just to pound through this terrain. That's all there is to it. It's just going to be bash, bash, bash to my heart's content. Build over this gap. How high can we build here? Oh, we got plenty of space to work with. How far can we go, though, before we have to worry about setting a second blocker? Like, my man here's going to have to be a blocker. There's nothing for it. He's going to have to do that. That's fine. So we can go ahead and kill the release rates. So we pound our way through all these snakes. We're going to need a second blocker before we go through all this nonsense here. Just right there is fine. Well, here's this guy. Well, one of these men are going to die. That's all there is to it. Because... I'm sorry, but I can't save both of you. I mean, I could, if I really, really wanted to. Oh! It turned out to be a surprise which one's going to get saved. Actually, we can save them. Like that. And the other one here we could have saved by using the mining trick to turn them around instead of a blocker. But I already didn't do that. So we're going to have to build from to get up here. Like way back here, maybe? See what I did there? That was too bad. Also too bad. So what do I want to build up onto this tentacle here? We can't step up onto this second tentacle, because if one pixel will drop into it. Everybody will get stuck in this little loop-de-loo right here. So yeah, we're going to build from right about here, I think. Something like this. And that might get me all the way up. I don't like where this is going. No, I needed to build from a little further back. Way back here. Believe it or not. Okay, looking good. And now we just blow you up, and everything's fine. And we're sealed. Excellent. Still got people walking left over there, so it's not time to blow that blocker just yet. Alright. We'll come through with a surplus of 7 lemmings, it looks like. I'm glad I didn't actually make a seal with a staircase. That would have been really, really embarrassing. One job that neolemmix has, that they actually took from Lemmings 2, the tribes, there's a platformer where instead of building a staircase up like this, you just build straight across. You build like a floor. And there's a couple of other building tools. There's a stacker where you build like a vertical wall. And it's frequently used where like you have to build a guy, he puts 12 bricks down, builds a vertical stack, and you've got to make him do something from the top of the stack, like jump off of it, or parachute off of it, or something silly like that. Ozone Friendly Lemmings. So it's just dig, except we can't just dig. We have to just bomb. And we don't even have to time them. We don't even have to time the exploders anymore. Kind of an iconic level. Just dig. Fun level 1, where you just dig. Right on! Can't get much closer than that. Lovely Jubbly, Tricky 16. Alright, so you can see now they're really starting to limit our jobs. We've got a basher, a miner, and 10 bombers. So we're going to bash through this, mine through this, and then we've got to bomb our way through this nonsense, which should be trivial with the untimed exploders. It should be no issue whatsoever. And can I safely mine through this? I can't. I gotta bomb first. Go ahead and bomb. I can't safely mine through this either. And if I continue bombing, something bad's gonna happen to me. Maybe I've got to bomb through this and then bash through this. How many bombers can I use here safely? It looks like I won't... Looks like that should be fine, yes? Oh, we're trapped in here now, though. That didn't do it. Okay, so bashing through... Oh, no, I know what we need to do. We need to have you mine. And then once he's mined a little bit... Where's my miner? There he is. Now we turn into a basher. And then he'll bash through the whole situation, instead of just through this one wall. See? That's how the game tricks you. It's like it takes... Oh, there's 2 obstacles to get through. This pillar and then this rock. When really there's just one obstacle, because they meet down here at the floor. We're also going to blow a bunch of them to get through this netting, though. And he will go all the way through. We're going to be doing some crazy stuff with bashers. Like, you have to really line up the horizontal pipe of your bashing tunnel from one end of the level all the way to the other. And pixels can make the difference in some of these stages. Alright, I think we're just going to blow right through here. And you guys get right here. This is where we're going to blow you guys up from. So the next one should be in this little crevice here. We're gonna have lemmings walking all over the goddamn place in a minute. You can see how terribly messy that can get. Oh, are you Mr. Shanaz right here? Are you my boy? Looks like that's him. Looks like that's the man himself. Oh, you can imagine how harebrained this level gets when you actually have to time those bombers. Because what you end up doing is you end up like coming back from like, okay, it takes them 5 seconds to walk this distance. So you just set bombers from here, but you do have to advance a few pixels with each bomber, otherwise you're not adjusting for the extra space they have to walk. And then you're on a bombers like, you gotta do the whole level over. Remember, this game is not responsible for loss of sanity, loss of sleep, loss of hair, etc. Diet Lemmingoid. Oh, just 2 bombers. This should be trivial. Yeah, because I don't have to time anything here. You would have to set the bomber like way back here so he blows up when he's in contact with this wall, but we won't have to do that. All we have to do is click right here. Remember, careless clicking costs lives. And believe it or not, yes, this is a trap. This is all fire. You will die very swiftly. But in this level, it's just decoration. But you can, as you can see, it's kind of tricky to tell which pixels are actually active and which ones are safe, because the whole animation doesn't kill you, only the bottom part of it. It's a elementary, Watson. Elementary. That's a hard word to say. Lemming entry. Alright, what's the plan here? I got 2 builders, I got a digger, and 1 floater. And this will still kill me. I've got 10 lemmings, I gotta save 9 of them. I think I get what we're gonna do here. What's my release rate look like? Kinda gross. Okay, I want to dig from a little further back, like 1 more pixel back. You took too far of a step there, buddy. Right there. So I think this first guy is gonna walk. Yeah, he's gonna need to be our floater. Everybody else should get stuck in the hole. Yeah, okay, we're fine. And really, anywhere from here should be okay. We just need to find our digger now. Is that him? That's him, and we're good. Got them all. Well, all but the one we had to blow up. Yeah, that level was a lot easier when it was just floaters, where you had 15 lemmings and 15 floaters. I guess there was a builder solution for that level, but I didn't see it. Postcard from Lemmingland. So you can see where we're starting to reuse terrain we've already used in some of the fun levels. We've got 1 builder this time, and we got to get through. And he's got to have to build over this, it looks like. So we can bash from here into this hole. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a climber. Climber's going to go up. He's going to climb over here. We're going to have him... We have 10 climbers. I'm not really sure why. We're going to have him build over the exit. He'll bump his head. He'll fall down. We'll build over the exit a second time, and we'll mine down to meet up with all the other homies, is what we'll do. That's the master plan. So I think we just get this basher going immediately. I don't think we have any issue with the basher. I think, yeah, he'll bash right into this tunnel. Yeah, it perfectly lines up. So we don't have to build over this tunnel. We got to build over... Oh, I can't build over the exit twice. Maybe he can mine from back here. I can't do that, though. How do we turn him around? Digging won't do it. Yeah, the problem is if we mine from here going left, we'd have to... If we do it from back here, we have to build over this, and that's not good. And I've only got the one builder, A. So I can't build him over the exit twice. So that's the problem. If I use my builder to get him over the exit and then mine from back here, anybody who walks up here and turns around has no way to get over. And if I don't do that, then he's going to hop in the exit. And I can't turn him around with a builder. I can turn him around with a digger builder combo. I'm not really sure how that would work, though. And it looks like... Where's he going to have to come from as a miner? Probably something like there, going the other direction. So we do have to turn him around. We're not going to be able to do it with just one builder, though. So, we do have 10 climbers and 10 floaters, but I don't see how more lemmings are going to help in this situation. Not with just the one builder. I'm pretty confident in this situation here, though. This is going to have to be how it is, because we can't use a builder to get up this stair and then over this pit like we did in Fun. How do we turn them around? I'm pretty sure we're going to need the miner to get all the other lemmings up. We can use a digger and then a builder, but that wouldn't work because he's on the other side of this exit. So... I wonder if I've done this wrong already. Yeah, 'cause what's going to happen is he's going to build over this so he doesn't actually use the exit. He'll get up over that, right? Yeah. He'll climb to this wall, he'll fall down as a floater, but when he comes back this way, then he'll hop in the exit. And if I mine from way back here... First of all, I don't think I'll hit the tunnel, and second of all, anybody who climbs up out of the mine has no way to get to the exit from there. So coming this way... Yeah, see, this is wrong. He's got to mine from the other side here anyway. So... And he will hop in the exit, yes? Okay. Can I... with one builder... just get over the exit? In such a way... No, that's not going to happen either. Very good, sir. I don't have any blockers, so it's just as easy to send two guys over and have one of them block. I can't mine and use my builder. I could mine and use my builder to turn around, but then I've got no digging tools with which to get the rest of the horde to the exit. So... this is where it comes in handy to have a terrible memory like I do, because you can play a puzzle game like Lemmings, and then a couple years later, play it again, and it's all fresh in your mind once again. What other option do I have here? What if I build over this? If I build over this, I can't turn them around at all. Send a second guy up and over, perhaps. To bash from the other way. Does it really matter which way I bash? No. if I could get somebody completely turned around, I could mine down this stair, and I wouldn't have to use a builder or a basher here, and then one builder would get everybody over here. Then it's just a matter of turning somebody around here by the exit. But that is the conundrum. Getting somebody turned around by this exit. Okay, let's get 2 climbers going. If I use my 1 builder to get over this. The puzzle still comes down to turning somebody around. So many Lemmings puzzles come down to how do I turn somebody around? So I'd have to get him turned around before here. So you can walk back and mine this out here so everybody else can walk up. That would work fine. I do have a digger. There's a trick where you can dig down into a bashing tunnel to stop him from being a digger so he doesn't dig off the screen, but I don't think that's going to be appropriate here. And just the 1 miner. I wonder if I could dig here and then use my 1 builder here. Let's try that. Let's see if the digger will get the job done. I really only need 1 guy for this if this works. We'll get a digger going. And he should turn around, right? He turns around, and everybody else should be able to walk up over that. So now it's just a matter of mining down there and bashing through there. That should do it. Unless I've grossly misinterpreted something here. That should do it. You just don't want him to dig too far, otherwise this wall is not walkable. I think the way it works is whenever the lemming encounters collision... Oh, we're going to have to make him a float or 2, otherwise he's going to die. So I guess this is Mr. Schnoz, because there's no way that he's going to... He's got to come all the way back here and climb all the way up before he's ready to go. When lemming has to check collision, when there's a wall in front of him, the game has to know, okay, are we turning this lemming around, or is this lemming going to climb up onto this terrain? And it's some number of pixels. If, like, the next step is X pixels tall, the lemming will turn around. Otherwise, they'll step up onto it. And it comes out to a little higher than you might expect. It's almost a 1 full lemming height. Maybe not quite that. Maybe just like a lemming torso, perhaps. Yep, here he is. Oh, no, never mind. This is Mr. Schnoz. Having an impromptu meetup right under the hole. I wonder if that was planned on their behalf. Let's just get them all moving. I've been on this level for too long. I've been here for too many minutes. Excellent. And we did need to rescue everybody, so. Alright. How about we do Tricky 20 here? One-way digging to freedom. And we gotta save everybody, so if we use one of our blockers, it's no good. So what's the plan here then? We gotta bash through this wall the other direction. So we're gonna bash here. Send a climber. We're gonna need 2 climbers over. So we're gonna use blockers, but we're not gonna blow them up. So watch what we need to do here. Make him a blocker? Okay. I've got 2 miners and 2 builders, and I think that's what I'm going to need. Let's bash through the pillar. Once we break through, we'll make a couple climbers. And what's this drop height like? Yeah, that's deadly, so... couple of climbers. Everybody should be safe because of this guy here. We'll go ahead and up the release rate. Go ahead and get all the jabronis out. And I want to make sure to put this blocker over this big... block rather than in the pit. So you're going to turn around and bash. Alright, now, precision mining is going to have to take place. This climber is out of danger, there's nothing else for him to climb, so we're going to, right here, right now, mine, build. So, what we've done there is we destroyed the pixel that blocker was standing on, turned him back into a walker. And it looks like our climber here is going to do the same thing on this side. And then we had to use the builder to stop him from mining down. So this should do it right here. It did not. He just turned around. That's fine, we can try again. Still didn't get it. How are we doing over here? Everybody should be okay. So it's just a matter of getting this pixel correct then. Excuse you. Maybe we should come from a little further back. That's going to be hard, though. Yeah, we got to come from a little further down here. So let him go. And then we'll turn him into a builder. And once again, our athlete, Mr. Schnoz. No, builder, builder. Do not dig down into the fire, Mr. Schnoz. Fried schnoz is not on the menu tonight, sir. But that trick with freeing blockers is very, very important for levels where you have to save 100%, which is quite a lot of levels. But without that situation, you would have seen not only would people just be walking into the fire, but we wouldn't be able to turn our man around to bash through this wall. It's almost the problem we were having in the last level. So I believe we've got 10 more levels in the tricky difficulty, which we will take on. We will tackle them in the next video. Oh, I didn't need 100%. I only needed 95. I thought I needed a hundo for that. And yeah, when we pick it up in the next video, we will do this incredibly satanic level that got the hell censored out of it, literally, in the SNES version. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next Saturday.